line, when we were a year away from launching DFT, we knew that the product line had to complement each other. It didn't need to challenge each other. It didn't need to compete with one another. And so when you're looking at the energy part of this, you're going to see that we're doing lots of different things. You know, the key to giving someone nice, clean energy is not caffeine. You know, if you look at the 50 milligrams we're using in the men's capsules, well, 80 milligrams is in a standard cup of coffee, 25 milligrams in the shake. So you're looking at very, very low levels on average, but it's not even really about the levels when you're talking, once again, back to the first of the call that we talked about, the efficacy and the quality of the raws that we're using. Organic black tea is one of the most expensive things that you could put in a product as far as a source of energy. Why do you use black tea? Well, black tea is a delayed energy source. It's time released. While guarana, on the other hand, has an instant gratification effect, but at the same time, if you use too much guarana, it can spike you and it can drop you, like a lot of products out in the marketplace do. You're amped up, you're ready to go, and then you drop and you have a headache, you don't feel good. We've got Thrive with the capsules and the shake predominantly stationed with the organic black tea, the white tea, for nice time released, and once again, unbelievable raws, and then you've got just a pinch of guarana on the front end to give you that initial buzz feeling, as you will. But the organic black tea comes a lot of research in the form of cognitive performance with the CoQ10. So a lot of people, when they get on the line, do they have energy, quote unquote? Yes, but it's a different kind of energy. It's not, I'm shaking in my skin. I feel I can't even control myself. It's we have so many people that call the shake mix nap in a glass, or the capsule the refresher. And so it's a more cognitive state. You're processing faster, you're thinking faster, you're concentrating faster, and your body is moving at a faster realm too. Unbelievable formula in the forms of energy, cognitive support as well. The shake mix is something that we're extremely proud of. The ultra micronized has to do with the manufacturing process that we put it through. Does our shake taste good? Yes, I think it does. Should it taste good with everything that's in it? No, it really should not. When you have a vitamin mineral stack that's over 50% of your daily vitamin mineral recommendation, think about that. One Thrive shake mix is equivalent to over 50% of your daily recommended vitamin and mineral intake. So if you were not to eat anything else for one day and you took one Thrive shake mix, you got 50% of your daily vitamin mineral intake. When you put that amount of nutrient-rich raws into something and you've got to drink it, it is beyond mind-blowing the things you have to do to make a product taste good at that point. Something else to note as far as probiotics, you would have to eat on average 1,600 cartons of your standard little yogurt to get the probiotic content that we've got in the capsules and the shake mix combined. That's why we haven't talked about it as much in winter because it's colder temperatures, but in the spring and summer, you heard us getting the reminders out there, hey, keep your Thrive in cool room temperatures. You can put it in the refrigerator. Yes, it's only going to help. Do you have to put it in your refrigerator? No, absolutely not. You just need to keep it in nice, cool room temperature. Probiotics is a living culture. That is a living, healthy culture that can be killed, if you leave it in your car for a prolonged period. If it gets insanely hot, those probiotics can die. But very, very high amounts of probiotics and enzymes in the Thrive Shake Mix. The protein blend is something very state-of-the-art. If you run around and you were to try to find a protein or meal replacement shakes or something that has no comparison whatsoever to Thrive, most of them are, whey or just soy. And what we have gone with, once again, is something very, very expensive, and it's organic pea protein. Pea protein is the predominant protein in the blend of whey and soy. And so you got a pinch of whey, you got a pinch of soy, and you've got predominant pea protein. Pea protein is the highest ratio absorbing protein that you can put in your body. So sometimes you see these bodybuilders or people that are really into their proteins, and their main goal is to go into a vitamin shop or whatever and flip over the back and what has the highest protein per serving. But the falsity to that reality, if you will, is that you're not absorbing, you're lucky if you're absorbing 30% of what that amount says. Well, pea protein is extremely high, 70 to 85% absorption rate, which is unheard of. So we don't need 50 grams of protein per serving when you're really not even absorbing that, but yet you've got an organic protein that your body's absorbing at a very high rate, and it's one of the most easier digestible proteins as well. So when you look at our ultra micronized shake mix, you're going to see the micronized part from the second you open up the canister or the individual packet and you pour it into your cup. Most proteins, most meal replacement shakes, you put them in there, you put some water, and you need like a 5-horsepower blender just to blend it, and there's still chunks rolling around. When you can put 40 to 50 to even 55% of your daily vitamin mineral intake into a powder like we've done, the pea protein, everything that's in there, and you can get that to blend with a spoon, I mean, that right there is a testament in itself. So the ultra micronized part is very easy to stir, and it's insanely easy on your digestive system as well. So very important to let your promoters, your customers know what's going on in the form of the Premium Lifestyle Shake Mix. It is not a protein drink. It is not a meal replacement shake. It is a mineral-dense formula lifestyle mix. I mean, that's really what it is. All of our product line is gluten-free. Everything is obviously non-GMO. That's obviously our belief and our passion. And so those are some things that you're going to want to let your customers and your promoters know as well. The DermaFusion technology is something insanely rare to us and to the world, if you will. This is a technology that we've been working on for over 12 months. It is our technology. It's patent pending, and we proudly say in a humble but confident way that no one else can do it. I mean, if you think that company XYZ is just going to figure out how to put an all-natural formula onto a foam, get it to infuse into the skin, and then get it to circulate through the bloodstream the way ours does, it's just never going to happen. There's been some quote-unquote patches. We hate to call ours a patch because it's not a patch, it's DermaFusion, but there's been some patches in existence, and they didn't work. They were either topical, they were either transdermal, and ours is none of the two. DermaFusion technology is a delivery system that we have come up with, and it is more than just getting it into the skin. It's how we actually get it to circulate, and that's why we've had to be so very careful what we show in the past few months, who the formulators are, the science behind the DFT, some of the studies that we've had to do behind DFT that we've had to provide for the patent that actually prove that it's circulating through the bloodstream at the rate it's doing. And so when you look at what the body of a Lavelle promoter is going through, a Lavelle customer, from getting 2 capsules in their bloodstream in the morning, 40 minutes later, 40 to 50% of their daily vitamin intake. When those two things happen, they just had the equivalent of 50% of their daily vitamin mineral intake and over 1,600 cartons of probiotics hit their system at once. Minerals, antioxidants, formula for their joint, everything. Then you incorporate the DermaFusion technology, which is really a 2-pronged spear, if you will. Its design is to take and compound with what's already circulating through the capsule, what's already circulating through the shake mix, and take the immune system and the metabolism to very, very high levels. So in the studies that we did for our patent for DermaFusion, one of the things that popped up really, really high was the ability to have someone's immune system and their metabolism peak within 6 to 8 weeks at levels that they have not seen in a very, very long time. And many of you on the line who have tremendous, and I hate to call it weight loss stories because it's so much more than that, but those of you that have lost a lot of inches, you've dropped 2 sizes, 2 dresses, you're in jeans that you hadn't fit in since high school, etc. Did you clean up your diet? Yes, of course. You can't eat tacos every night and expect Thrive to just do everything. But if you did the 1-2-3 system, if you incorporated some type of exercise, you don't have to be a gym rat, you saw that your metabolism absolutely skyrocketed. And that's where the beauty of the DermaFusion comes into play, is the compounding between the 3. Yes, you get asked all the time, we get asked all the time, well, what if I just take the DFT? You can take the DFT. You're going to get tremendous results on any of our products, but you're just never going to get what all 3 of them can do together. So to answer that question, what if I just take DFT? Well, that's great, but you're missing out on 50% of the highest, quality vitamin mineral intake that your body's ever had. You're missing out on 8 hours of time release, cognitive performance, pain management, weight management, digestive health, probiotics through the capsule. So if you want to, go ahead, but I'm telling you, if you really want to accomplish some of these stories that you're reading about and some of these goals that you told me you would like to accomplish, you're really going to need to hit 2 capsules in the morning for your feet hit the floor, shake mix 40 minutes later, and DFT after that as well. The most important thing to know about the DermaFusion is where you're applying the product. One of the biggest misconceptions with DermaFusion is that it is it's an area product, meaning if someone wants to really get their abs going, they're trying to get rid of some belly fat, there's a misconception that they think they can stick it there and it targets that area. So DFT does not target an area. What DFT needs to do is it needs to infuse at the greatest level it can in your bloodstream, and the only way it's going to do that is if you put it in high blood traffic areas. And so if you flip over the envelope of the DermaFusion, it'll show you where to put it. Your shoulder, outside, inside bicep, inside forearm. You can do outside forearm if you're a girl. I couldn't do it. I've got too much hair on my forearm. But if you're a girl, inside, outside forearm. And then the favorite place of everyone, it seems lately, is the top part of the buttocks, so the muscular part. And so that is where DFT is going to be able to infuse at the greatest level. So if you put it on your stomach, it's not going to infuse, it's not going to get in the bloodstream that it needs to be. The other thing that you want to know is it's crucial, it's absolutely crucial that you rotate your application zone. So if Monday you did shoulder, left shoulder, Tuesday right shoulder, Wednesday inside forearm, Thursday inside right bicep, Thursday put it on your butt. You've got to circulate the application areas at the same time. Insanely important to do that. There is no stimulant in the DermaFusion. If you would like to sleep with the product, you can. A lot of people say that they sleep better throughout the night. If you want to put your DermaFusion on in the morning and then take it off at 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, you can do that as well. Play with it if you'd like. There is no stimulants. A lot of people get thrown off of that. Well, they say, well, green coffee beans in there, how can there not be any stimulants or any caffeine? We did not use caffeine from the green coffee bean extract. We simply used the antioxidant from that. So we've already got green coffee bean in the capsules at the full extract, and then we use the antioxidant part of the extract for the DermaFusion. So incredible things going on. We've got